Hi, my name is Letty, and I'm based up in Aberdeenshire in Scotland. I have two daughters, Amber and Chloe, and they're twins, and they are 2 years and 9 months old, so they're a handful. I first heard about virtual assistants when I was getting made redundant from my job. I just returned back from maternity leave, and unfortunately, within 3 months of being back, um, I was getting told I was getting made redundant. Now, with having twins, the cost of childcare for them per day it's too much. So I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to lose the skills. I know far too many mums that have gone down the route where they've had children and they've lost their skill set because they've been out of the work too long, and they find it impossible to go back to doing work that they enjoy. So I searched about for virtual assistants to find out more about it. I hadn't really heard anything. I didn't know what a virtual assistant was. And Joanne's name kept popping up time and time again. So I sent Joanne an email one night, must have been about 11 o'clock after I'd put the twins to bed. And it was more of a desperation one. It's like, can you help me? How do I do this? Tell me more about it. And at that point in time, Joanne was putting together the DIY handbook course for virtual assistants, and she asked me if I would take part in that as a trial to see if it worked. I jumped at the chance, who wouldn't? So she would talk us through, she gave us all the guidelines of what to do, finding your skill set, documentation that you can use, contracts, how to create your LinkedIn profile, and she's got so much information in there. I keep going back to it to just pull out a little bit more, use it as reference, which is fantastic because once you've signed up to it, you've got that information. And I just I can't believe how much my life has changed since becoming a virtual assistant. At the moment, I still work part time in another job just to give me the security, and that's just because I've got the children. But once they start school in 2 years' time, my plan is to be doing this on a full time basis, and I can't wait. I've already, in the last 20 months of starting my business, I've already started employing someone to work with me, and she's managed to do an extra 100 hours for me this year, hours that I can't physically do myself, but has brought more revenue into the business. And I just think it's amazing that you can actually do work for other people, and the variety of people that I'm actually doing work for, it's just amazing. This is really amazing. I can't highly recommend the course enough to anybody. It has changed my life. It's given me the confidence, because when I got made redundant, I lost my confidence. And in Aberdeen at the time when I was made redundant, there's hundreds of people being made redundant with my skill set. So by doing this, knuckling down and being committed to doing it, and just keep going at it even when it gets quiet, it'll pay off. And I'm certain that this is a job that I'm going to be doing for years to come. I just can't wait to be able to do it full time. But at the moment, it's gone really well, and the support I get from Joanne with her little daily emails, and being able to access the Facebook group as well, getting comments from other virtual assistants, because in my area where I live, there is nobody else close to me that I can have a chat to. A lot of people look at me as if to say, what is a virtual assistant? And it actually makes sense, especially when you live rurally, to do that type of job, because I'm not paying for fuel. I'm not having to sit in somebody's office to do the work. I can do the work when my children have gone to bed at night. So it has changed my life, and I hope it continues to change my life for the better. And I can see it doing that. In the first year, I was amazed how much money I was able to make just by doing a couple of hours a day. It's just blown me away, and it's made me be able to create a home office in my own home. I've given up a bedroom to be a home office. I've bought myself the whole furniture suite and everything like that. I know Joanne says you don't have to do that, but for me, that's just how I like to work. So I would like to say thank you to Joanne, and I'd like to say thank you to all the other virtual assistants and those thinking of being a virtual assistant. Good luck.